Good morning, everybody, or good evening, depending on where you are.
Or good night. Good night, folks.
Good night. Yeah. Good night, folks. That was a quick show. We'll see you next weekend. Bye. Just kidding. Okay. Welcome to the Wacky weekend, and happy birthday to, or 170th birthday to New South Wales Government Railways. This week they're celebrating their 170th.
170, you're just a kid compared to UK celebrating 200 yesterday.
Well, yeah, it's a long sail between the UK to here. But this week marks the 170th anniversary of the first railway line and the passenger service that ran between Sydney and the city of Parramatta, which is western suburbs of Sydney. Anthony and Joyce are dealing of taking them to Parramatta. It's changed a hell of a lot since then, and they did actually get to stand on the original platform when we were there. When we caught the train from Parramatta to Central, that was the original platform.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so with that said, I'm going to have a quick hello to everybody here and continue on with that rant. I did see Pete, Delph Junction. Welcome, buddy. You're in first. And I'm giving you a spanner now, buddy, since you've been the first one in. Hot Dog Andy, good morning. And I see you were creating a bit of trouble this morning. And Valley, so yeah, but the dispute between you two has been sorted. Who else we got in here? I did see Steve Sab that was calling me a male witch. Yeah, Halloween is coming up next month, isn't it? Ray Bertelson, how are you, bud? Welcome on board.
He turned me into a newt. I got better.
And yeah, I don't know what you're talking about being rigged, though. There is who else did I see in here? Tim. G'day, buddy. How are you? Nice to see you in here again. Great Northern. Welcome. Geez, all you UK folks, you guys are up late this evening. But it's nice to see you in here. I'm sorry I'm not streaming in my own time, but I think we're going to have to do something about that. Long as... Look, we're not going to go into that argument again, Pete. All right, we solved the issue. Most of you guys got a spanner. If you haven't, well, I'll end up dealing with that in due course. So I'm in the train room again. It's been a hectic week. I did manage to get some scheduling done, new scheduling to get the train running in automation. I did buy another car. It was actually tenant with someone else, but I did end up buying it for myself. So I don't destroy the nice new one. This one's going to be more of a work car. I bought a Commodore. It was a good price. It's just the run around, and it's got a tow bar on the back of it, and it's more suitable for heavy stuff. I've got a few things in the works at the moment, and I will need a bit more space than the new car. The new car is going to be good.
It was all my lumberjacks. Try Kellogg's new lumberjacks, the healthy breakfast cereal made from sawdust.
And beavers love the sawdust. I've got to say that much. Particularly Tim's beavers.
Number one cereal by beavers.
Yeah. But next weekend, pass the word around with you guys. I shall be, as long as I don't fall asleep, I shall be streaming from Sydney, Central Station. Sadly, I haven't been able to get any tickets to get on the train, but I will get on one of the old buses. We'll go for a city tour. But we will see some of the old steam trains in there and some of the old electric passenger trains the old rail motor, which is our version of the Doodlebug, or Shinabus, whichever way, depending which part of the world you're from. It may go for an hour, it may go for 2 hours. But yeah, I'll be doing a live stream. I haven't done a live stream on location for a while. So it's going to be
now that he won't have spies on him, he can do it.
Pardon?
I said, now that you won't have spies following you around, you can actually go out and do a live stream again.
Yeah, I can actually relax. And once I do that, now that the weather's clearing up a bit, I did start on with doing a tour within my area with the railways. I'm going to continue on with it. Because I believe I finished off at Wollongong. Now I need to move up forward, and I will need to go up forward before the new developments get a bit out of hand, which I have in the period, which I'm a bit upset in more ways than one. And yeah, there has been a lot of change. Apart from buying a car, I ended up buying 2 printers this week. I bought a new PLA printer, which is going to be for the new structures up the top and the bridges. And I also bought a resin printer. And I've already tried the resin printer, and it's been a complete flop. And I tell you what, it done my head in yesterday when Russ, g'day, buddy. It done my head in yesterday when they want everything. I don't know, these people that create all this electronic stuff, just make it simple as the old system where you just plug it into your computer and off you go. Screw all this app bullshit, because it creates a whole heap of dramas. Particularly when you're trying to set things up and whatnot. And my app, I had to download the app just to get the software to load up into the bloody resin printer. How annoying. If someone hasn't got internet, it's screwed. Well, they are going to get a nice email from me, and saying this system basically sucks. Because I did end up having issues with my with the apps with United Airlines when I was stuck in Canada, in Toronto, leaving, where the app didn't want to work. Well, it wanted me to authenticate who I am using my Australian number and that phone number that I could not access. So it's a load of bullshit, if you ask me. I don't mind technology, but when they get to that type of technology where they make it impossible, it sucks. So anyway, I've got to limit the train services since some of my carriages went missing last week.
Wow.
So
that sucks when your trains disappear.
Yeah, the ones that I borrow permanently, they're the ones that. So I'm going to limit I've got to limit the train service.
Just hate it when somebody sneaks in and takes your trains. And
I got to tell you what, that I'm having fun trying to convert that IC4 back to 2-rail. I'm having a lot of issues with that. Plus, I haven't got much room at the front at the moment.
Yeah. That's the problem. Sometimes thieves just don't think about it when they steal. See, when I steal, I know I can use it, but that's the advantage of 3-rail. I can steal from 2-rail DC people and still use it. Well, at least the running stock, the locomotives and power cars I can't use. But unlike some people I know who steal things and forget it's 3-rail and can't convert it to 2-rail.
Hang on a minute. I didn't steal it. I've just borrowed it permanently. There's a difference.
Borrowing without permission is stealing. I keep trying to explain that to you, but apparently you Aussies have a different interpretation. Right, if I plan on giving it back, it ain't really stealing now, is it?
But when we take it from friends, it's basically borrowing.
See, you leave it out there where I can reach it. You'll notice that while you're talking and distracted, I am putting my stuff away so you don't steal anything else.
But I'm not stealing. I'm borrowing. There's a difference. Pete, Look, I love technology. Don't get me wrong, I love it. But before the apps, there was a pretty good system that was working, and now they screwed around with it. Well, remember they are all of the criminals. Yeah,
Well, at least
yeah.
that's how they started. Yeah, all kinds of criminals, robbers and buggers and more buggers and more buggers. That explains the poor kangaroos
They shall not steal.
and why they hop.
But Russ, I'm not stealing. I'm borrowing. Did have intention of returning it when I get back over.
I'm
Eventually.
borrowing on an indefinite basis. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, see, when he comes over here, at least he'll have something to run. That's actually his.
Something to steal.
And the way things
I'll have
are
something to
going
run.
between,
It's actually mine. I just got to remember to pack my own track since you don't have 3-rail.
Patty.
And then I just have to find a place where to run it. Well, I built a layout in Genre Card's living room, so I can build a layout in your house somewhere. I'll just bring a bunch of my steam track and run it all the way around the living room, behind the couch, bring it out through the hall, down into the little kitchen, and
Well, you're probably able to fit. You at the moment in my front lounge room, on a permanent line. That's the One Valley permanent line. The way my front
loaning involves that the other person was actively and agreeably involved. No, you borrowed without permission, which many people call stealing. But we
you had two residents there that said, "No, you want mine." So that was gone while you still had those two tenants in there, the two four-legged tenants with whiskers.
Yeah, at least you can't steal these.
Well, actually, those passenger cars look good. Hang on, pan back to your right. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, some of those carriages are probably able to. They would probably look good on my layout.
Yeah, Joyce has been keeping count, but she hasn't been keeping count. And Joyce, we came down here to watch the football game because my daughter was watching something she wanted to watch upstairs. Joyce came down here and we were watching the football game. She kind of looked and she says, "Is that all the new steamers you bought recently?" I said, "No, and then she said, "You have bought a lot of steamers in the last 2 weeks." I was like, yeah, I have 5.
I know. I mean,
they averaged $100 each. I will defend myself. They averaged $100 each. And I took money out of my children's inheritance. So too bad.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. I remember he said he says, no, it's steam trains. But now he's got the steam train bug.
Oh, no. That was at least 2-3 years ago. I said I wasn't into steam, and I'm still technically not into steam. But the problem is I have come across these beautiful coaches, and to be prototypical, they need steam locomotives. It all started when I bought those 2 gorgeous Rheingold luxury trains. And then I got like 6 steamers from Herb, and then I just find some cars, and these cars need a steam locomotive. They're from the steam era. So I have to buy steam.
Oh, geez, I'll tell you what, this is annoying the crap out of me.
I'm sorry.
I think my plug's worn out.
I'll leave.
Yeah, Pete, it's the train shed that is actually down here beside me to the left. That was taken before I built the top section. So let's get some trains running. So because I'm using it, the trains end up working now, I believe, as a good timing because they should run roughly about 40 minutes. Oh, geez. Well, what have you done? So here we are at the table with the view of my central station here to my left and my half Innsbruck up here above my head. G'day, James. How are you? See, in America, we just put those cars on the end of a regular train. Well, yeah, we did too here in the early days with the inner city trains that used to go to rural sections here too. They passenger cars went on the end of the freight train.
Hi,
All right.
James.
You will see. Well, I've got the OBB here with 3 brand new engines that was in the box. I won't really reveal everything that was in that box because I'm still waiting on one more carton. So I'll reveal that after the live stream, basically. So let me just enlarge it. You guys can see I've got the 3 here. 1, 2, 3. The good thing about those, they'll be able to run on a mixture of both freight and passenger. And I've got, I think, another 3 engines in the other carton that is actually just left Austria now. At the station at the back there, that's the arrival that came in last weekend. They actually call it, g'day Ken, how are you? They actually call it the Talent.
Well, Ken.
In Austria, they actually, or what's the other? They call it the 4024 class. It's a common regional local passenger train in Matchbox Cat Dozer on your layout.
In Germany.
I do have one somewhere. Why? Yeah, here. Yeah. Yeah, she does good. Yeah, that's a push up all the BS. So let me get the trains going.
Yeah, get the train going. Damn.
We got a limited passenger service today. So there'll be the new Talent, which is at the back. That's going to be doing all the station. I've got the cat passenger train coming up. I've got the yellow local service coming up as well. And to finish it off, I'll have 2 express trains, which will representing, hang on, long screen, that one. That will represent basically trains going from Innsbruck to Graz in Austria and Graz to Innsbruck on the return. One of the trains that I actually run on.
Graz.
What are you doing? I didn't think you were running. Did I click the wrong button?
Probably
did. I'm just going to make things interesting.
Don't ever push the red one.
It was the green one this time.
Oops.
Yeah, it was the green one this time. So I don't know what I've done. Oh, well, we're going to see what happens. I mean, it's going to be an event, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm just going to have to see what happens because I think one of those trains might be in the wrong spot. I think the Talent might be in the wrong spot. But as you can see, this is all totally fully automated. I'm working on the Railroad and Co. Train controller automation program. It's taken me a bit to do. Yes, it is expensive, and but it works. Now, what that train is actually doing, she's actually going into one of the platforms. There's going to be platforms down in here. That's why I got the PLA printer. It's going to be doing the platforms in the station building. And that's actually going into the station to get itself ready for departure. Now, I believe I'm supposed to be another train departing. Why isn't it departed? Okay, something's not right. I'm supposed to be having more than one train running. Oh well. Let me just throw a spanner in the works. I will get. Oh, smoke. Yeah, yeah, it's all right. Our wiring system can handle it. Okay, railjet, that one. I'll get the railjet out. That's going to be an express service. Oh, it's not going to let me.
Oh, plenty of people want to do it, Steve. It just gets blocked by other people. We tried to set up a light rail service here in Ohio between Toledo, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus, and it was on the table, and then it got blocked.
Well, see, that's the thing here in Sydney. Sydney had one of the biggest tram next to light rail systems in the world, and back in the late 60s or early 70s, they actually took. Oh, fuck, bloody hell! What's going on now? What?
Let's
Okay.
see who's go round.
I'm gonna have to reboot the program. Why are you? Oh, yeah, you're there. All right. Okay.
Pete, that's a class. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, go on. You say, Anthony.
That is a class 650. It's a local commuter quick hauler. They're all over Germany. That is for the state of Baden-Württemberg, but you see them private companies. When I was in the town of Worms in 2019, Joyce and I in Worms, we went to Mainz, and there were like 7 different companies that were running 650s in and out of the train station at Mainz.
Yeah, that's me. That's actually my second one. I'll get the cat train going.
Baden-Württemberg Bewegt livery. I've got it in the Deutsche Bahn red.
Yeah, well, I've got now too. This is actually second one. This one hasn't got a decoder. I'm actually I'm quite upset that they didn't have the decoder in it, because it did say that it had decoder. Okay, I'm having issues here. Everything ran fine the other day, and I tested it again yesterday.
Oh, tell me about it.
Fine.
I finally broke my jinx. Maybe the gremlins hopped over to your side.
Yeah, I think they caught the flight over. I think they parachuted as they flew over.
Here, I'm just, while you're still working on it, I'll just show. So this is what it looks like from the side. They're famous or recognizable with this diagonal window painting here. Not painting. There you go. But his obviously is yellow where mine's red, but that's that.
Yeah. I eventually will be running both of the yellow ones, and I'll be, because I'm going to run like a timetable service on here. But these two here will be hence what, the early morning or the red eye service, or late in the afternoon when there's very little passenger traffic. So they'll run then while I can actually run a freight or the night jet set that I've got, which I haven't taken out yet.
Hi, Jeff.
G'day, Jeff. How are you, buddy? Which I haven't taken out of box at the moment, because if you guys see my front room, it's a messing. You can't move around it at the moment. I will get on top of it sometime this week. Let me just park that one train back to where it was, so I can actually reboot the system. I don't know what's going on. It's yeah, it was supposed to have worked. I'm gonna have a look. I'm running on 2 computer systems. As you see, I've got another computer screen here. Actually, I've got 2 screens here, and it's like the CTC board, basically. So the way the train operations run. G'day, Todd. How are you, bud?
Hey, welcome, Todd Armstrong. I don't know what drugs your doctor gave you, but I don't know if I should tell you to stop taking them or share them.
Yeah.
If this is the sexiest man on the internet competition, there must have been a lot of boycotts.
I think so too. I think we'll have to leave that up to the ladies, eh?
But Joyce is the judge, so I've already won.
So that makes you invalid for the competition, Anthony.
Oh, it's always handy to sleep with the judges before the competition.
Yeah. So once that thing's parked up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reboot the computer system or the other computer and try again. I mean, isn't it great? You set everything up for the show, and when you get to run the show,
yes,
everything plays up.
Yeah, that was my month of end of August through September. Friday, everything finally went well. The internet was okay, no train issues, but it had been 4 straight live streams with all kinds of problems. So I think the gremlins have gone over. No, I don't think there's a conflict of interest. I think the interest is very much shared there, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too.
Hey, I never enter competition unless I think I've got a pretty good chance of winning. So, having the judge in my pocket.
Yeah, so I am actually slowly. I mean, I'm waiting for this other carton. Pictures of Fickles. Yeah, okay. I'm waiting for this other box to come around. I mean, it's going to sound silly, but the way things are running on my layout here, like up behind me there with my big grave, like people that have seen my layout, I've got a very steep incline, which is above my head. Let me change the camera. Well, in the far distance there, I've got a very steep incline. And at the moment, that incline's been really good to testing out which trains or which locomotives got the best pulling traction going up a steep grade. So I'm just setting everything up. While I have the opportunity, I'm setting everything up with these locomotives. So I will, when the new carton comes in, I've got 3 locomotives in that, I think, that I will put into the system, and then I'll finish off doing my bench work. Hang on. Oh, wrong computer. Oops. Yeah. I just lost the chat. That was a dumb move, Artie.
Don't know, didn't see it.
Oh. Oh, well, just set the other camera up and you guys will see what I'm talking about. At the moment, I'm running 2 different computers. The stream is actually running off my laptop, and my train automation is running off one of my little cube computers. And if one is not careful, which I did the other day. G'day, Randall. How are you? You hear things crashing? No, we haven't had
Sorry,
any crashing.
that's the kitchen here.
Oh.
I believe Joyce is preparing to do some baking. Is that you, Joyce? Yeah. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
She's gonna make a new recipe she read on chocolate chip cookies.
Ooh. That's Pete's bank account. Yeah, I think it's mine too. Yeah, well, at the moment, I think we might end up doing that in my trains don't want to run. Okay, let me just have a check to see what's going on down in here. Let's see. I'm supposed to have S1, S2. Okay. All right. And a cat train. Okay. That's that one. What's on the other one? Right. I'll check cat train one. All right. All right. Right. I will. Let's have a look. Now, if anything crashes, I'm sorry, but it will make a bit of laughter in the show. So I'm going to go back to the operations from last weekend and see what happens. All right. There you go. We've got the new ones, the new talent coming out. Out of its parking area, it's going into what's going to be the station in the future. Where the roller wire and that old engine of mine. There is actually going to be a station. Here comes the other truss train there. She's actually going out. She's going to go over to behind me here. That's going to be a local commuter service, same as the talent. Well, we just see the other computer monitor on the distance there, Zoe. I can actually put a chair over there and watch everything run from over there. Now, that computer screen over there is a touch screen. So if I need to get to the computer, I can actually, to stop everything, all I've got to do is just use the screen there. Stop the train after the first. No, you're not. You got to just get your cranes out and start collecting the mess. But in my case, I've got to put some safety nets around, so because I don't think my crane's got enough swing to get down to the bottom of the floor to pick them up. Yeah, so in this system here now, I've actually got programmed, I think 5 or 6 trains running at the same time. There is 2 trains that will be leaving down from the bottom here. Well, they're supposed to. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, they haven't got the passageway through. It all works on a timing system where the talent over behind me here.
The Teletubby behind you, what?
Yeah, well, the talent behind me is supposed to.
I thought you said Teletubbies, and I was like, what were you doing with Tiki Week? Never mind, I don't want to know.
Okay, so that's not going. Oh, why aren't you going? No, something's going to skew with here. Well, we'll just let it go for now and see what eventuate, what would still run and what doesn't. See the
Well, maybe they had
the
a spam.
road jet, which is in the far one here with that yellow engine that I did manage to get it back in time. That was on Anthony's layout last night. Which shall we take? Not the handbag. Okay. I don't know. Never watched it. That one was supposed to leave, but it hasn't. And it's actually 2 trains are supposed to leave. Nothing's leaving. Okay, this is a complete failure. I am so sorry. This is a complete failure. Nothing's running. Okay, let me try. To get the cat train out.
Well, mine always derail the furthest place and the hardest place to reach.
No, not one day.
Uncouple.
Not one day. What about this one?
James Galton says Teletubby was a great show. I don't know, man. That baby as the sun looked absolutely demonic.
Okay, I don't know what the hell is going on
I
here.
thought that show was the stuff of nightmares for little kids.
Nothing wants to run on automation for some reason.
Uh-oh. Somebody didn't get the check.
That's too. No, that's all right. I'll have to do this manually. PSAP, Steve. Exactly. This is the way my. I've got to say, yeah, you got it damn right there. It's exactly like my trip. Like everything started, and all of a sudden we had mass cancellations. All right. Let me do something. Let's have a train run somehow. All right. Without the train automation going, I will do. I'll get the rail jet out. Oh, wrong mouse. I'm gonna have to sort this out. Okay, I'll get my rail jet out. He hasn't run for a while, so that one goes that way.
I just put mine away.
Oh, yeah, that's odd. Okay. That might help. So I'll have the rail jet coming out from there.
Oh, look at that little rail jet going.
And
4 little cars. Little rail jet.
I might as well get the tunnel out as well. I'm just going to have control them semi-auto more. So like manual, I can still control them from my board here. Just means that I take my eye off the screen. But yeah, just the way my trip in Austria went, like you go to jump on a train and the trains weren't running, which made it very, very frustrating. Dwight fell asleep. Oh yeah. Curly Dwight, happy birthday to you, buddy. Everybody wish Curly Dwight a happy birthday. I know he's had a bit of a mishap. He had a fall. But everybody go and wish him a happy birthday. Tell him that I sent you guys over there. But yeah, he's a nice little chap. He's a great supporter of so many channels. So yeah, just go to too slow. Hello, Joyce.
Hi, Artie.
We've had a bit of a hanky-panky going on where I didn't have it on the screen.
Just affectionate. Get over it.
Can't
Yeah, she asked me to mute my mic while we said sweet nothings.
Yeah.
Phone
G'day, Andy.
sex,
How are you,
phone
buddy?
sex without the phones.
So there's the road jet. It's pulling up in the station there. The talent won't be too far behind it.
Hi, Andy Puff Candy Dobson.
So I've actually got two rail jet sets now. And I was glad that actually I was going into Lipper's website the other day because I was looking at seeing if Pico did or Pico did the Taurus in their hobby range. Because what I was thinking about, because that one railjet locomotive I have down here, I was actually considering in swapping shells over. But I quickly went and had a peek at Roco, and that's where I actually saw that Roco's actually coming out with the railjet locomotive, which is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool because I'll have the actual proper locomotive to go with the set. Now, Anthony has seen one of the locomotives that I've actually bought in Germany, the one in Hamburg. I'm going to use that one, but I did acquired another locomotive. I can't remember where I acquired it from. I think I acquired that from Austria.
Oops.
Okay, what just happened?
Me, I'm messing around with the camera.
Oh, you just having a play. All right, go for it.
I have to answer Russ's rocking. I got to answer this question real quick. Russ asked, what is the definition of old? There are 3 stages of old. You are officially old when it takes you all night to do what you used to do all night. You're older when you no longer can do it all night. And you're old when you don't even and you're the oldest when you don't even remember doing it at night. Thank you. We now return to our regularly scheduled program.
Oh, okay. I thought it's all got to do with what you've done, what you did for the living. Because like with me, I mean, the amount of mileage and everything else, the work that I did, I mean, yeah, okay, I'm 57, but I feel a lot older. Well, I felt a lot older than that. But it really, like during the week, I went up to Sydney to have a look at some second-hand cars, used cars, and we saw one car up there, and as soon as you put the accelerator down, she had the rattle in it, like the main bearings or the thrust bearings were about to go. And went back and said, no, I don't want this. And he goes, oh, but my mechanic, he's a mechanic got 30 years. He knows what he's talking about. And I go, well, I just sit back and think. And I go, geez, I've been working on engines for close to 43, 44 years. I think I can sense when the motor's not right. You know, not just rebuilding, but driving vehicles that end up having a basically driving vehicles are known the sound when they're about to go bang. Okay, layout update, Andy. Yeah, because you weren't here. So with my layout update, okay, I'm gonna do this in with shaker cam. I've got which camera can I use? I'm gonna move over to the other side there. I'm gonna use the camera there in a moment, but for now, this side here, I'm gonna start cleaning it up and start doing the station building and the platforms once I sort out the printer. So that's, I think I might be working on that soon, but well, I'm going to get a start on it. But the back section here, the track plan is slightly been changed. So the track plan that's there is pretty much done. So I'm going to just change cameras as I age, the age. You're just lucky there, Anthony. Let me just switch a camera. I might have to yell on this one. I think it's this one here. No, that's the OBS.
No, that's not it.
No, that's not it either. So that's basically my workshop area or the maintenance facility down here, which is below the central station. And that's more or less done. I mean, I do need to touch up a few things there. And then I've got that's the top view. Okay, this is the camera we want. Okay. Elbow cam. Yeah, that's Mark. Yeah, that's a good name for it. The elbow cam. Yeah. A gilf? Yes, Ty. That's going to be something new. All right. I'm gonna go and move that camera. Hopefully everybody can hear me. So you guys, because Andy's asked for a update, and I have done a bit here. So let me go to the other camera.
Todd, Gilf. Todd, do you know what a MILF is? Gilf is one generation above.
Oh, right. Okay.
If you know what a MILF is, a Gilf is one generation older.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not touching that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
4.5 years ago, Joyce migrated up.
Oh, okay. All right. So what I have done, I don't know how that's going to show. All right. So what I've done is where the carry shed is there and the chook pen for the overgrown chooks, I've put 2 tracks in there, which is a holding track. They'll be for the passengers and some freight trains.
Now, that looks like some mutant chickens and pigs there, Artie.
Yeah, that's right.
What strange experiments are they doing on your layout?
That's top secret.
Gotcha.
Right. The other thing that I ended up doing was, now this, where am I?
Same laboratory where they invented drop gears.
This used to be dead end track, and this one was a through track, like a passing loop. But what I've decided, what I was working on track work, I've actually made this one another track to go straight through, another through track. So basically I have it's a 4-track station. This one here leads up over into the far side there with mutant chickens and pigs. Now on the bottom of the layout, what I need to do is, this is going to be a bit awkward. Hang on. Oh, that didn't sound good. Okay. On the bottom of the layout, okay, this is near one of the parking sidings. Where my, let's see. Okay, where my finger is here, this track here, I'm going to head it up over into the corner there. And I'm going to use that as a storage track for two of the trains. One is the one in particular is going to be the ICE4 that I have actually acquired. Because I'm going to run out of place to store, but I'm going to actually I'm going to continue that line up. This here is going to be changed a little bit. These 2 points here is going to come up to about an extra couple inches over this way. But this curvature here on this track here is going to be redone because, let me get the camera back up here. Because I've got to change this incline here. Excuse me, which I am calling the slide at the moment. And the grade is going to be changed on this section. So the far end here, this far end here, I've got to change the board underneath. And when I do that, I'll end up fixing up the incline. So that's basically the update for now. Is that tapping at your place or is that my place? Anthony?
That's here. I'm sorry. Joyce's baking.
Not quite the Gotthard line, Todd. Not quite the Gotthard line. It's that's an unusual one. Okay. It's the Chooks tapping. Yeah, I think it might be. Let me go back to we change the camera. So I'm almost there with it. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea if I did do the Gotthard line, but I mean, a lot of that's on the ground. Closest thing to Gotthard is going to be down here behind me.
Well, that's where you could get some inspiration from an N scale guy from the UK, Colin from Woodthorpe International. He's got helixes, but he's built them to look like mountains. And they're amazing. And he's got them doing alpine. So he's got the trains on the outside as well as on the inside. And if you wanted to do Gotthard or Switzerland, that would be a really... But again, that would be a lot of work in a tight space. That would be a lot of work in a tight space.
Yeah, well, I want to be able to do it because I'm already going to have problems even down the far end. I've got a problem with one of the turnouts. And it's very hard to get into. But when I start doing the scenery on it, we're going to have a false perspective. Okay, I'm going to have the tunnel in here, and it's not going to be enclosed. It's going to be a cutaway.
Gotcha.
Because I still want to be able to get to the trains, but you can actually see the wall inside. Just to make it clear, I am not going to ballast the track. Reason being is I want to reuse this track when I move.
Right.
So I can take it all up and reuse it. And if you ballast the track, it's a lot of work and cleaning it up to be able to reuse it. So I'm not going to reballast the track.
Very cool. I think cutaway tunnels sounds like a really cool design. You know, sort of like when people do subways and do it as a cutaway, of course.
Yeah. Well, I found because if the train derails, having the cutaway tunnel on here, which I have had a couple of trains derail at the points up here, I can get to it. This line here, that goes up to the slide. It's going to have a tunnel portal roughly bad here, but it's going to look like it's actually gone into the mountain. Now, this goes up to the next level, right? But I'm giving it a false perspective to make it look like the train's gone in the tunnel, but up further down the line, it's actually going to have Anthony's probably seen it, but I have got pictures when I was in Austria, because the Alps are so high, you get low cloud cover. So I'm going to make it like a false cloud over it. The train's gone in the mountain. The rest of the mountain you can't see because it's yeah, that's right. And so the rest of the cloud is actually covering the mountain.
Mhm.
So you'll get the impression that it's a big high mountain. Same with the far end there. The train's going to go into the mountain, but the mountain is actually quite high, and they actually transition up to the top level. The top level, they'll have tunnel portals.
Yeah, when we ride the train, and it's been almost 10 years, we go to the Zugspitze and you catch the special kind of narrow gauge passenger train that goes from the town of Garmisch-Partenkirchen to the town of Eibsee. And then at Eibsee, you take the mountain train, which is also chain driven.
Yeah.
And that goes in, and you hit the, on a cloudy day, you can hit the cloud line, and then you go into the mountain and through a tunnel, and then 15 minutes or so later, you come out at the opening at the base of the summit, and you're above the clouds. So you start below the clouds, you go into the clouds, you go into the mountain, and then you come out. The other thing about doing clouds is, if you were to do it with some sort of cotton batting or something like that, you could actually put it on the outside where you could still walk through that area. And if you bump it, you're not going to mess it up. It's just going to be soft and push aside. So
Exactly.
Oh, okay, cool.
Now, with that other line that I'm going to be putting in to store the acquired ICE4, that will come up here, up to this line here. But who was it? Was it Valid that mentioned the Gotthard? But see, I've actually got a tunnel boring machine, the front end of it. And because I'm calling this up here my mini Innsbruck, just by accident, and everything is running through. And after seeing the Roco review that you had, Anthony, the other day on this week on YouTube, they got those flat wagons coming through.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to get a set of those carriages, because at the moment, if anyone's going in, and if anyone's seen some of my photos that I have put up, I'm not going to put some more on, at Innsbruck station, right next to the station is the freight yard for Innsbruck. And they actually been bringing in the concrete portals, the concrete sections for inside the portals, which gets taken up to the site. They are actually done down in Yangba. Todd, okay. Yeah, okay. You mentioned yodeling. Okay. I haven't got the camera on here, but down below here, there's going to be a station.
No, I am not, although I do have Bavarian blood in me. That's not the majority of my German in me. I'm 3/4 German. 3 of my 4 grandparents born in Germany, and one of them was Bavarian. I don't do Lederhosen.
But what I do intend to doing up here, which is very common in Austria, particularly towards Zillertal area, I'm actually going to put a little stage hall sort of area here, where you actually where people will be coming around for the folk music festivals. And yes, you will be hearing yodeling coming up from behind me eventually. So yeah, it's all in me. I mean, at the moment, the drawings and everything else is in my mind, but there's going to be a station just down below here. There's one right down at the bottom, and there's a station down right at the far end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's been an issue with me too, space. Anthony's been here and they've actually seen this room. Space is extremely limited.
You have maximized the space.
To what I could.
Yes, that's what maximized means.
Yeah. I've still got enough. Let me move the camera. In my approach with the oh, okay. But if I move the camera slightly, I mean my computer, let me just move this a little bit. Because that's the doorway coming in, obviously, in the far side there. And then I got it's not gonna let me do it.
It's only
But
so far.
here, yeah, just up in here. Oh, actually I can pull this out.
Yeah, right where you're pointing, that's the closet.
That's the closet. Oh. Am I still there?
So that's, yes, you're still here. So all his train, a lot of Artie stuff has come out of the closet.
Yeah, basically, literally comes out of the closet. That's full of trains. That closet is full of trains. Should I upset them or not? Should I show them?
Yeah, why not? Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun. Okay.
You're just gonna have to step so people can see it.
All right.
And that's one thing you didn't want to see, both the front and the back of Artie at the same time. Da 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 da. There is the hidden collection.
That's just one side of it.
That's just one. Yeah, that's true. That is one side of the closet.
Now the other side is the same.
Yeah.
The other side is the same. Chocolate.
Well, the other side, you have a lot of the big multi, locos. I forget how you had that organized. Wasn't one side Australia and one side American?
Yeah.
Or was one side was all the locomotives and the other side was all the train sets? You had it organized. You had a very, very adept system.
All this side here is American stuff. Large majority of this, a good 7% of it is American. It's actually not 50-50. 50% American, 50% Australian. I've got new Australian stuff up in here. So I've got quite a big collection. Now, on the other side here, that's all the Australian locomotives and passenger cars. But wait, there's more. Wait, there's more, but this is not so organised. Down on the bottom here under the layout.
Oh my God, no, Artie. Oh, wait, you're just showing trains. Okay.
Yeah.
You were going low with that camera. I was getting worried.
Yeah, down that section over there, that's full of trains. And now, and yet there's still some more outside that's got to make their way back into here.
Yeah, you're still dealing with the repercussions of that bad stream you did on a long time ago, where you asked people if they wanted to see your throttle while you ran your trains. And
but that you know what, that actually made good.
It wasn't an NCE cab either.
No. But I tell you what, it's got a lot of hits on my OnlyFans channel page. It's got a lot of hits on that one.
Good one.
If we see both sides of Artie the same.
Havarti's a good cheese too.
Yeah.
It's now recognized or seen as a Dutch cheese, but actually it's Italian.
No, I'm not bending down.
The Dutch kind of took it over. Now people think of it as a Dutch cheese, but it's actually an Italian cheese.
Now, in my bedroom, my actual bedroom where Anthony and Joyce have slept. Well, behind the doorway there, that's actually arisen, and that was the Australian collection I just recently purchased. That will eventually come here and under the layout and along with the new European set. As I said, yet I get those railjet and these. I've got some pre-orders, and that's it. I don't have any more room because I want to have room to move.
You had a bunch of buildings in that closet in the bedroom too.
Yeah, which will eventually come out to here. So, because this underneath the layout, I really got to organise this layout underneath, because when people come to visit me, like Anthony and Joyce did, I've got a makeshift bed that I actually put underneath the layout here where I'm going to be able to sleep on. Being a single guy doesn't matter because I can give them the big bed. Thank God for soundproof walls. But
good night, Steve.
Good night, Steve. I'm going to call it quits in a moment too because I've got a few things to do. So basically, when I've done all this, I really had to plan it out how I'm going to do it. And it took a lot of thought into it. Yes, I will be able to get access into it. I made rolling platforms for under the layout on the main one here so I can actually move stuff around instead of lifting boxes all the time. I think I'm going to have to make another one, but I can move around.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Sorry, as Chris mentioned that he has a rake of salmon wagons, and I said they went upstream and died while spawning.
I thought I smelled something fishy. Did you check the fish tanks, Chris? All right. So next weekend, I will be, if all health goes well, next weekend I will be
somewhere
up at Central Station. Is the Transport Heritage Expo next weekend in Sydney. If anybody are here by any chance will be coming into Sydney next week, next Sunday you will see me at the station with my Ausmerica t-shirt. I will be taking a bus trip around the city so you guys can actually see that. And then after that, the other carton will be from Austria. Then I can expose the goodies.
Oh,
yeah, I can expose the goodies. So with that, people, thank you very much for coming. Hope you enjoyed your stream. Andy's going to be on tonight or tomorrow or whatever else.
Or yesterday, depending if you're a time
traveler. Yesterday depends on where you guys are going to be living at.
Tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, for you guys. Yeah, for me, it's going to be late at night tonight. Hopefully, I can stay awake. I might have to take a nanny nap.
Hopefully, I'll wake up in time.
Okay, Sydney from me is about an hour and a half by train. 1.5 an hour. Now, I don't know. I haven't been on the trains for within 3 months, and I believe I might end up going on one of the new ones. So if that happens, good. But for now, we'll wait and see. Actually, I better to give Richard a ring, see if he's come on to tag along. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming, and we'll see you next weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, wrong bloody mouse. That mouse. That's it.